Thank you for staying with us on the Joy News Prime. I'm Gary Al Smith, and this is The Sport. We begin with a matter that is a year and some change old. The 2018 Australia visa scandal. You might remember that story that involved Ghanaians going to the games there, and there was so much controversy about it because a lot of them went illegally. Benunu Mensah insists that his Ghana Olympic Committee had no hand in the journalist accreditation because, if you recall again, several journalists went there with bad records.
The journalist accreditation is not what we are voting on. The journalist accreditation is was done by the journalists themselves. If any Ghanaian journalist was detained in Australia and was returned, I'm sure you all have the list from the organizers. Journalist accreditation, let me repeat again, is done directly, or they did it directly from their own media house. That is different from what we are doing. We have our own internal challenges that we had. People who try to influence the long list, but even though they were not successful, they tried to. We said per IOC's ethical rule, once you do that, you do something without recourse to the chef de mission, you give somebody instruction without asking the permission from the chef de mission, we need to take a decision on that. And that has nothing to do with the journalists who were detained or returned from Australia.
It's pre-season time, still continuing across Europe, and we've been having action in the Audi Cup, the 2019 iteration. Spurs played Real Madrid, and the London side booked a place in the final with a win. So we are going to have the final of the Audi Cup. It's just about started at the moment. However, Bayern Munich gave a statement of intent by right. So that final will be football show that will be at 10:30 with Hans Mensah Andor. However, some transfer news. Let's first see what is going to happen from the Joy Sports team. That will be on Friday. We'll come back to that in a bit. However, former Manchester United and France defender Patrice Evra has announced his retirement and says he will be ready to lead a team within 2 years. He's 38 years old now, and he confirmed his career is officially over and he will now move into coaching. Evra made almost 700 appearances for 8 different clubs, including Monaco and Juventus over 2 decades. Also one of the players best remembered in his spell for Man United. His honors included winning 5 Premier League titles, 2 Serie A titles, and 1 Champions League. And it seems the Africa Cup of Nations has been good to some high-profile players, making the claim that the competition coming to June is not good a bit of a moot point. One of those is Idrissa Gana Gueye, who has completed his move from Everton to PSG for a fee understood to be in the region of £29 million, or just that's just about 32 million euros. The midfielder has sealed the transfer on a contract until 2023. So as you can tell, it's transfer season. I will be doing it big here on Joy Sports. We have 2 big programs coming, a warm-up and the main event. Let me introduce you to the warm-up on Friday. Joy deadline day it is. That will be at the Labadi Beach Hotel, 7 to 8:30 p.m. on Friday. Join us for that one. You meet all the guys there. That's a wrap for the sport. Hans will be here at 10:30 for more football, including a debate on whether Hearts of Oak kit is better than Kotokos or vice versa. Let's know. You can keep voting on our social media pages. I'm Gary Al Smith, and that's the sport for now.